Sadly, these don't give any. And I think there's a longer cooldown. Yeah, there is. It's rather annoying. There's that mini cooldown, then there's more. How does... But yeah, I'm practically at the 415 version. I just need the 6 title cores. I'm getting sumptuous fur from killing these. Nice. Then again, I don't have tail ring. Again, is it that big of an issue to just drop mining for a bit and picking it back up? Actually, I'd have to grind up wad tailoring over again to get to the bags. Ugh. What a nuisance. Yeah, I think I'll like have a nice little grouping of corrupted shaman, and there's these corrupted ones. If only did some flavor to them to denote their corruption. Maybe then again, maybe they have abilities for it. Oh, cool, treasure. But yeah, maybe I should have like all the stuff like gathered, like have a huge amount of cloth like ready to be made into a bag, like and not into bags. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I didn't realize they give like 600. Wonder if that's for the first time you kill it or what. But probably not. Don't think WoW typically does that. But yeah, have an absolutely massive amount of it, more than what I currently have. And what am I saying? And then switch over and do that. Then don't bother with the code on this character again. Leave that to an alt. Probably my priest or someone. Actually, doesn't really matter who has tailoring, will it? But yeah, have an absolute massive amount of them. Then switch professions. Just to make sure I get my money's worth. Mysterious flask. Ooh. The liquid swirling around inside the flask clearly has strong alchemical properties, but its nature is beyond your training. You heard that one of the Eventide villagers at your garrison has some knowledge of the alchemy of Draenor. Perhaps he could tell you more. What or its price has dropped quite substantially. It's probably not really worth my time to go mine it. Foul Blight isn't probably worth much either. Then again, if it does change the appearance of items like Savage Blood does, via the upgrade it's associated with it, then it will be plenty profitable. Rid those maps. Okay. Normally these don't give any rep, and it's also really annoying how there is like an internal cooldown. Not sure how long it is, but it's bloody nuisance. Because it's misleading. You see that cooldown, then you can go and you assume you're fine, but you're not. You have to wait a bit longer. Okay. Also, I should be getting the 20% bonus from my trading post. Wait, do I still even have that, or did I switch that out? What was I gonna do? Blackfang challenge totem. Just wanted to see if anyone else has information on it. Okay, they just said wait a few extra seconds, that's all. There. Not sure if there's anything I really need Apexis crystals for. No, I've already hit the Master of Apexis. Maybe buying trinkets, buying stuff for Apexis? But I'm not really sure if I need this much. This would have been very handy back when I was doing the Kagura thing. Christ, that was a potent quest. And yeah, I got 4,200. Which is more than I was expecting. But then again, I was thinking of the quest for the Order Awakened. There's no point in fighting the guys at the challenge ring when you don't have the quest, because they don't give any rep for killing them. Only these do. So yeah. So yeah, you just have to run. There's no point in fighting them when you're not on the quest. Fight them once a day, yeah, but not any more than that. The rest of the tribe, they're free pickings. Especially the rares. 600 rep is nothing to sniff at. From the looks of it, I could almost guess the Order Awakened quest with their want for Apexis shards done while trying to work stuff, while trying to grind here. Also, I do wonder how the Araka are doing, what with the Draenei going mad. Yeah, I could have gotten it done here, because there's plenty of Apexis shards down here. I'm just glad they're very aggressive, otherwise I'll never get their loot. Which is just a couple of claws, and a few pittance of gold, typically. But still, I, want to get it. Beautiful. Here is this guy. War boss of the Blackfang. But yeah, I'll try and see about doing a few more mythics. And getting the bits I need. Because it would be nice to get the 415 trinket. Also, I heard a cover of the Flamenco the Chocobo tune by, Black Mages. And when it starts off, it sounds like the fucking Tristram music. It's really jarring. Because I'm expecting Deckard Cain to pipe up any second. Actually, speaking of all that, I really do need to go play Diablo 1. Not sure when that'll be getting to that, because it's not on Steam, it's not on Steam, but it's not on the Blizzard store or around like that. So, since it's much more difficult to get, it's gonna be much more difficult for me to cover and play. So, it's the unfortunate reality of the situation. I would have to go get the old DVD, old disc version of it, and hope it works. It's not a good place to be. Good, Crow the Serene. Waymaster of the Blackfang. Now he's just dead. Oh, nearly on to Revered. And that's all I actually have to get. I don't have to get them to Exalted, which is even better. I remember trying to do this before during Legion, but there was just so many people here. Oh, well done, me. Okay, if I aggro you out. Okay, there's no way you actually use those books. You just have them there to look like you're educated. Who are you trying to impress? But yeah, those books are way too small. But oh yeah, this place was too jam-packed with people when I tried to do this before. Can't remember if I got rid of my trading post or not. But just sadly, with this well, this one was easy. Obnoxious. Well, this one was easy enough. The other one, the Order of the Awakened, will be much more of a pain. Though they are actually most of the way there. 2 days and I'm done. 2 days and I fly. God damn. Sooner, potentially, if Death Town cooperates. You know what? Let's head back and see. And kill off Death Town. Maybe I'll get a bit. Then at least I can fly here in WAD. Again, the whole place, situation is just depressing to me. I really wish they hadn't done it so wrong, Well, what you gonna do, eh? No, it is what it is. Christ, I just flew through the buildings that time. That's wonky. Also, once I can fly in here, and we'll see mobs from Netherwing in there. I could also, if I could find my way up to somewhere high, just goblin glider my way in. But, we'll wait till I can fly. Like I said, I'll have it, very soon. Avatar of Iskar. Aww, they didn't play ball. But yeah, they have a chance of dropping um, um, an item that gives you 1,000 rep with all WoD factions. So that'll be nice. Though at the end of the day, that would only help me with the outcasts, the exarchs. Well, actually, it, the only ones it wouldn't help me with are the Vanguard and the Steam Wheel Preservation Society, because I ground both of them up already. If you want to see the Rin's Vanguard stuff, go look at Legion. I did it on Ashram. Similarly, I think it was in Legion when I ground up Steam Wheel Preservation. It was easy enough to do it while I was doing Gathering Court. Each rare I kill will drop me a shard for the quest. Those things are adorable. God damn, I got 5 Foul Bite? Frig. Well, I kind of regret not having mining back in WoD. You could sell Foul Bite for it a tons. I think you really do need to have a crafting profession and, whatever, I'm sorry, a gathering profession. Regardless of whatever else you have. That's why I'm going to be dropping. That's why I'll be taking a gathering profession on all my alts, maybe even 2 on some. I have some alts that have 2 crafting. Like I have a Terror who's also an enchanter. I'm going to be dropping one and keeping the other, and having a gathering profession on them, because you just can't justify not having one. Okay, that is done. discarded helm. Well, it's not really discarded, it's more still on the body. Not bad. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this here. I know it puts everyone off by a day, but I'm gonna go play stuff with guildies. So, till then, love and peace, baby. Hey folks, and I'm back. I was going to go do something else, but no, I'm not going to. Did one the let's move. Did one of the guys respawn? The Bleeding Hollow Horror is over here. I think it's like in this place. So let's head over, say hi. Then I think I'll get that achievement. It's just sad seeing this expansion like this. Could have been more. Could have been a contender, but no. And it never will be. It will always be left unfinished and rough. And it's also sad seeing what content it had been removed and gutted. You know? Like, its legendary campaign, it's gone. There wasn't... there wasn't much to begin with, and now there's even less. Let's go beat them up. They have a chance of giving us 1,000 rep. The garrison, that's been gutted. It's just generally disappointing. It's quite sad to me. Yes! Crushed the medallion, increasing reputation with the denizens of Draenor by 1,000. Everyone hates the Legion. And since I still have the trading hall, I got an extra stuff. Though it apparently didn't count to the Council of Exarchs. Odd. So I got 1,200 with the Shatari Defense, 1,000 with the Council of Exarchs, 1,200 with the Outcasts, the Order, the Hand of the Prophet, and the Saber Stalkers. So I should be able to actually get Wild Flying this today. There's random crystals around the place, and if I was to, like remember back in Saber Stalkers, I was pointing them out. If I was to find them, it would be an easier task. But since rares pop up and they're much more showy, I'm just gonna search around for them. Just shards are probably more common than the rares, but they're less noticeable as a trade-off. the Bleeding Hollow horror is a separate thing to this. And it seems it is inside their complex. It's just, I remember looking around for it and I couldn't actually find the way into it. Seems they're more, rares than I realized. Bramblefowl. It's an elite. Chris Carr, the Unredeemed. Fell Flame Campfire. Build a fell campfire that is unpleasant to be around. Does a little cooking though. Mutilated corpse. Attention Nighthaunter, probably not best to get his attention too many times. Okay, come on. I've been interacting with all the corpses, but has not been getting its attention. Carnivos was actually available in the game before you could actually get to that. You could swim over, but I was always too nervous in doing so, in case Blizzard got pissy. I remember using down here to kill the beasts wanted for that one quest, or collecting beast teats. Those snakes there are actually quite a good target. I think they've been using that model since what? Hidden marsh ruins. Never been in here before. Ooh, this should have the, no, none should have come here. He is lost. Leave, the Crusader must not be disturbed. Yeah, this will have that one rare I can find. We have nearly found the lost shrine. The marsh is deadly, and we've lost many servants, but it will all be worth it. Once we have entered the main hall, we can reclaim the holy relics of the Crusader and return them to their rightful place. The swamp. It has done something here. We are about to breach the main shrine, but we can already feel something emanating. The heat should comfort me. That the light of Rockmar still burns in the cave, but this is more malevolent, angry. I'm not sure that the Crusader is resting easily. Chris Carr, the Unredeemed, Crusader of Rockmar. Alas, I see. I failed long ago. Ossified Venom Gland. As prizes rare gems when set in Drainic jewelry. You know, it's so friggin' depressing to me. Just seeing such an unfinished expansion. Could be more. Could be more. I know I keep saying it, but it bothers me so much. Because I like the premise, I like the idea of it. They just didn't give it a bloody chance. And what they did do, they didn't do well, you know? Actually, well, this might be the way to the Bleeding Hollow horror. And I was right to think that it was via this cave rather than a cave in the other place. I think it was like getting high off the fumes there. Ah. Got you, Palnai. Not over. You want to bet? Well, that was weird. He was in one place, then in another. But Nighthaunter is now down. Actually, wasn't that a bloody name for a Primarch? You know, one of the 40k guys. Or no, maybe that was the name of his chapter. You know, Conrad Kurz. Yeah, him. I've been the name of his chapter. Or maybe it was a title for him. Not sure the slightest. Blood for Korog. Emanating Staff of Shadow. Tortured prisoner. And we can just finish him off rather than, you know, freedom. Glory to the Bleeding Hollow. Ooh. You gotta go a bit. No. Kilrog. Burning Agony. It's a trinket with no effect or anything. That's horrific. Did they remove its effect? Like, oh, this... Also, I actually don't need to kill anymore. I've already gotten all the bits I need. So I'll head back to Lion's Watch. But it's, yeah, it's foreign to me to think that they would release a trinket with no effect. No, not trinkets. That's kind of their shtick, you know. They have to have something. They're not rings. Also, I think the item level on the next raid is going to be the same as the current stuff we're doing. Keep hitting the wrong key. Keep it was I and not J. What was that? Battle for Stromgarde. Yeah, I think this is going to have the same tier as what we're currently doing, which kind of sucks. I was hoping it would be like a slight step higher. But, no, whatever. If I had Herbalism, I could just go around picking up the Draenic Seeds and be able to get those transmogs a bit easier. But anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Checking. Hey folks, and I'm back. I was saying about that if I had Herbalism I could get the Draenic Seeds and get the Transmogs easier, and I was saying that the next raid is going to be on the same tier as this raid, so it's not going to have a different tier, like different level burrow when it comes to the item levels. So, that sucks. I was hoping it would be like a bit tougher, a bit higher, but apparently not. But it is what it is. Some of the abilities do look interesting, and I might be able to justify trading out what I have for them. Like there's boots that do something special, and my current boots just do a coin effect. So, you know, I don't think there's anything really holding me to my current ones. So, you know, it'll be cool. And hopefully it's on a 2-minute cooldown, so then I can just macro it to get a crusade and not have to hit the extra key. I suppose I could macro it together with this as well. And do it. Yes! Still no flying though. Pathfinder. Need to go do these 5 things. So we head back here. These are all in the older WoD areas. Tanan was released as the only bonus new zone in WoD. It was for those who weren't here for WoD. Gorgorond, Frostfire Ridge, Nagrand, Talador, Spars of Iraq, and Shadowmoon Valley were released with the expansion. Tanan you visit during the like the lead-in to the expansion. You come to the Dark Portal. There's an event, and then you head to your respective bases: Shadowmoon Valley for the Alliance, Frostfire Ridge for the Horde, and then you spread through the rest of the area. Only in 6.2 or something did we get to go to Tanan. That was the only area introduced in the expansion, and it was originally meant to be base game, but they, because they were giving up on the expansion, ended up parceling that out to you eventually. But anyway. I do need to hit up Shatrat and grind there for a bit to gain rep with the Shatari defense. Actually, back up here. Also, since I have trading house, someone was actually making this point to me because I'd completely forgotten this was a thing. I can just put all the garrison resources I have into buying sumptuous fur. So I could just do this instead of going trapping animals. But of course, this is quite a costly way of doing things. See? Don't get too much. You know? That's taking me a long time to build up, and it's nearly all gone. So it's not the best of ways. And you don't take savage blood and convert it into resources, do you? No, you just turn it into bloody gold pouches. I could be like trading resources into the guy in here for stuff. For resources, but no. So yeah, I am going to go back to trapping at some stage. And it doesn't really matter what I trap. Like, yeah, I need the fur, but basically what I was meaning to get at is I can get benefits, I'm sure, from anything, trapping anything, you know? But anyway. Actually, let's head down here for a bit.
Hello.
Beautiful. Like I said, I'll get a nice just wad of them done together. Then I'll change. I'll try and have a ton done, because I will actually end up having to use a few to level back up. I wish there was a way for me to see.
Safe travels.
I can't see what you know, I'm missing from WAD tailoring without having it. But anyway, yeah, it's going to take me a bit of work to get back to the WAD bags. So the more I have, the better, because I'm going to end up having to use a few to get to them, I think. It's because sadly I can't level, you know, WAD tailoring up outside of WAD. Or however I did it. How did I do it in the last expansion? Ugh. Sorry. Anyway, let us head back up here. Pose of Faith. There. Oh, rush orders. Anyway. Pose of Faith. These will hopefully count. Stone Fury, Iron Siege Works. Giant Siege works, Stone Fury. Okay, just need the watch post. Warsong Raiders out of Mock Gaul watch post have been terrorizing anything and everything not behind a tall wall. We warn travelers not to stray out alone, but many don't listen. If we were to launch an assault on Mock Gaul watch post, we could almost certainly put the Warsong back on the defensive, restricting most of the raiders to Nagrand. Since this is missive rather than assault, maybe this won't count. I don't really know how this stuff works. Like, are these just normal assaults from the table in there? So this will take a few days? Or will these missives count? I hope these missives count. Let's head down to Darktide Roost. But yeah, remember our, what's the bloke? I kept calling him Commander Genocide. Because I actually like to twang it out. Murad. I always thought the Murad that we had here during BFA, BFA, no, that's the current thing, during WAD, was WAD's iteration of Murad. Just sallied up with us. Didn't realize it was actually our Murad. Though to be fair, I didn't really see much of Murad in the first place. He wasn't really that much of a character to me, you know? Also, apparently another thing done wrong in WAD was that, you know, Troll's dad? We got to meet him. Or was it Troll's dad? No, I know we got to meet him. But basically we met a really important orc. Really important. It could have been Troll's dad. It could have been another guy. But they were like really important to the story. They didn't even get a custom model. Or something. Basically it was some really important character. And they just completely got screwed over. Terrible. Oh, that sucked. Ooh, I can grind up the Council of Exor rep with these. Alright. Keep forgetting that this, you know, was a thing in WoD. I'm too used to like Legion and BFA where you can only gain rep via like quests and world quests. You know, there's no rep on demand like this. I don't mind rep on demand like this. Sorry. I don't mind like having like rep on demand like this. Being able to just, you know, earn this whenever I want to. Like I actually rather like that. But I hate having it as basically the only way to get rep with factions. Like the Shatari defense. There's no dailies around with them, you can only grind. WoD was very centered on that. We're making fortune off these birds, so back off. Animals ain't worth your life. No, but they're worth yours. Bribe me with my gold. This job, no job was worth this. I'm bloody beat right now. I'm feeling like I might just head to bed and leave the rest of um, rest of these till tomorrow or some other day. Activates it to propel you through the air. Okay. Got more Iron Horde scraps, which is nice. But as I need more, but I also need to go get these shoulder pads and whatnot. And a lot of them, I think. I need to go have a look and see where I can get them. I remember getting them before, but I didn't have the bits for them. So I kind of just got rid of them. Okay. If we head over here, we can find Avalanche. Just an achievement for, I think, pissing off the matron. Okay, that was something. Oof. Moving on. Don't know what's with the green of it. Don't know how you drive this. Break the giant egg. Oh. Here it is. Bait it into ambushing a thing. Don't know how you do that. I'm just gonna continue on and do what I'm doing and not worry about that. Again, maybe I should stay there and kill her just for the percentage. But whatever. These relics are the property of the Iron Horde. About that. neck is kicking off again. It's quite annoying. Nice music. Damn. Like 3000 power cell. Yeah, this counts. So anyway, I'm gonna call this here, folks. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you join me again soon. Till then, love and peace, baby. Oh wait. Now I go. Till then, love and peace, baby.